All right, good evening, everybody. Happy Monday night. I hope everybody is doing well tonight and staying warm. They're in Georgia. You guys have been having snowstorms and everything. Um, Welcome to the call. If you guys are on Facebook Live, welcome to that. If you guys are here with us on Zoom, thank you. And if you're catching the replay, we are so happy that you are catching the replay and getting all the good nuggets that we can take away from this business. So thank you so much for joining us. If you don't know who I am Jenny Field. I am a Pro 4 with LifeVantage and one of the leaders here on the team with you guys. And I'm just excited to be here with you and share with you a few takeaways and just help us all grow our business and, be there for each other. So thank you so much for joining us tonight on the call. I do have a slide presentation. So I'm going to just jump into that and start sharing my screen. Oh, I do not want that. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So first off, what I want to highlight and talk about is the LifeVantage Academy that is happening really, really, really soon, like 2 weeks away. So in Orlando, Florida, we are going to be having our 2.5-day event for the Elite Academy. And if you are not registered, there are 2 ways that you can get registered. And I would just highly, highly recommend you doing one of the 2. If you can come in person, come join us. We are going to have so much fun. Hopefully the weather is going to be warm down there and just have a blast with us. We have so much fun together. It is a jam-packed, day and a half. We're exhausted, but at the same time, we are energized and ready to go and jump our business, full force after we go to these events. So there's still time, still time to come with us in person. We will pack you in our room. So get your ticket if you can come in person. If not, there is the virtual option. And so nobody has an excuse not to attend because they are offering this virtual ticket. And I would just tell you out of experience, like if I hadn't gone to the very first event that I went to, and I guess I had been a distributor for about 6 months. And I went to Long Beach, California, and it just solidified why I was doing this. Like it solidified the company for me. It solidified the industry for me. Gave me huge belief in our products. And if I hadn't gone to that event, I don't know if I'd still be here, honestly. Like these events are so crucial to our business. So choose you and choose to invest in yourself if you are really wanting to run with this business. So I just had to plug that in there because these conventions are life-changing and there's just no excuse not to attend if it's virtual. So you can sit in the comfort of your home with your laptop in your pajamas and learn just the same way that we are for those of us that are going in person. All right, on to the next. We always love to acknowledge our distributors that are doing the do, going out there, having conversations, meeting new people, and getting new enrollments. So last week, Kat Fisher had a new customer. Britta Larson had a new customer. Sunshine Diaz and Jenny Field. And I got a typo there on my slideshow. Sorry about that, but congratulations to those distributors that got new enrollments, we are so proud of you. And we also highlighted you in our Team Fireball page. So I hope you were able to see that in there. That's something new that we're going to start doing each week as well, so that you get like double the recognition on just how much we are proud of you. All right, tonight's topic, I really wanted to talk about this force, flow over force. And I just feel like when the information was shared with me, it was this light bulb of like, wow, I can relate to that so much. And there's so much truth behind this topic of flow or force. You guys are typing in the chat. I need to open up my chat to see if I'm missing anything. Okay. It's hard with the slideshow to get all of it, to see all of it. But I saw chats popping up. So I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing anything there. And now my cursor is frozen. Technology, it's a great thing. So anyways, back to the topic of flow and force. I want you guys to take a minute and just really think about what you are feeling like currently right now, and be truthful with yourself. Be open about what your feelings are and how you're operating on a day-to-day basis. Like, not just specifically about your business. Like, obviously we're going to talk about our business, but this is in general. Are you operating day to day in a flow mode, or are you operating in a force mode? And we're going to get into that and the difference between the two. So I just kind of highlighted here a little bit some different things that go with the word force. So struggle, hard, awkward, fear. In our business, no conversations are happening. Nobody wants to know what I have to offer. Limited success. Those are all attributes of a force, of something being hard, to do, a struggle. And then on the opposite side, flow. Some things that are associated with flow is easy, being bold, being bright, vibrant, louder. So many people are coming to me. This is associated with your business. This is the easiest thing that I have ever done. Conversations are coming in and they are so easy to have. I'm having so many connections and I'm having so much success. Can you guys relate to those two different things, right? Alice says it depends on the day. It totally does. But we want to start thinking and having the mindset that everything that we do, every part of our day, we want it to be in flow. We want to be going about our day with all the things that we're doing with just this ease. Because when that happens, we can open the door to so many more greater things. So let's talk just a little bit about, sorry, I'm trying to move the chat box. Where the places you are at that you are operating out of force. So this topic was brought up this morning on our Monday Mindset call. And, Christy and I talk about Deb Erickson all the time. Like, you guys are never going to get away from that. Sorry. But this is where this topic came from. But this morning she talked about this, if it's meant to be, it's up to me phrase. And raise your hand if you've heard that phrase. Like, we have all heard that phrase. And we need to be kind of honest about that phrase is kind of harsh, right? Like, it's like straight to the point. Like, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And there's some force going on inside of that phrase. So let's change that and refocus on how we can word that phrase. So, what if we said, if it's meant to be, it's up to me, or instead of if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Let's say, if it's meant to be, then it's up to my mindset and it's up to my focus. So, we're turning it around a little bit and we're making it not so much hard or forceful, but we're having that mind shift change of, nope, I want this to change all the way around, and I want my focus to change so that my mind can change as well. Because I've said it in the past, where our mind goes, our body will also follow. So if our mind is in this force mode and this negative mode, then our body and our actions are going to follow in that same mode. There was this cute little mantra that was shared on the call today, and it said, let's put into practice what is meant for me is already mine. So we're claiming what is already, what we're already going to have, what's already ours. And I just loved that. I thought that that was a really cool way to change the way that we look at things. So if this is a choice that we get to make, how do we change these feelings within side of ourselves? And it's going to be different for everybody, but these were a few things that came to my mind when I thought about when I want to start making the shift of not being forceful in my business, and I want this flow to happen in my business. These are the things that came to mind. So affirmations, different songs that are upbeat, that are positive, that are bringing those good things into my mind, feeding those good things into my mind. Podcasts are incredible as far as all of the different like motivational things that we can put and listen to. Trainings are incredible to listen to, different ways that we can self-help ourselves and change our mindset. The Bible is a huge one for me. I try to plug in every single day and read something out of the Bible, because that feeds my heart and that feeds my mind to focusing on, just being a better person. These neuro tools that we get from Deb have been a huge game changer, just in the way that I think and act every single day. Meditation, turning off the news. We are being fed so many negative things every single day, by what we hear and we read and we see with the news. And so for me, I just don't watch it. That's just me. And then surrounding yourself with like-minded people. Like, we all want to be around people that lift us up, that care about us, that encourage us. So surrounding yourself with those type of people, I think is incredible. Sorry, my cursor is being really funky tonight, guys. So if my if my slideshow is a little bit delayed, and if I'm a little bit delayed, sorry. All right, so how can we move into flow? So when we get into flow with our business, we will actually start to move with ease and with grace. And I think all of us want to be in a spot in our business where it comes easy, right? And that can be a challenge, and it's not going to happen overnight. And like Alice said earlier, like one day you might feel like you're in flow, and then one day you might feel like you're not in flow. So just know that the more that you put this into practice, the easier it is going to become, and the more ease and grace you're going to have with doing the day-to-day things. And when that happens, we are actually going to start seeing those actions take shape. And then those actions are going to turn into big successes. When your business starts to flow in a way you want it to, it truly then becomes your core belief. So you kind of have this change and this shift inside of your body as far as you just come across differently, or you come across more energetic, or you come across with more positivity in your life. And our actions and our body and our minds all change for the better. So I know when I first started this business, I was so excited. Like, I just wanted to talk to everyone. And there was part of part of me and part of my journey where I really just didn't care like what people thought and or what response I got. And that was a good thing because it kind of just I just did the do and I just did it. So I was in this flow a little bit, but I was just kind of like all over the all over the place. And then I remember it was a couple of months into doing this business, you started getting more of the no's and you started getting more of the, you know, that the people just weren't wanting to hear the information. And so my mind changed as far as like, well, what am I doing wrong? And, well, maybe I should change this. And that's where we have to stop ourselves. And we have to say, nope, I'm not going to listen to that. I'm not going to listen to that negativeness coming in to my mind. So don't ever lose that excitement, and just continue to feed your mind with all of those positive things. So I just want to close out a little bit tonight with, you get to choose every day what you broadcast. And like I said, this is in every area of our life. So whether it's in our business, whether it's with our family, whether it's with our friends, whether it's with your 9 to 5 job that you do every single day, we get to broadcast who we are. So be the change and let the world know that you are in flow with your life, your business, and yourself. Be passionate, be powerful, practice these things every single day. And Deb has this big red sign. I bet Christy has one. I have not made mine, Christy. I'm terrible. But she's got this big red stop sign that when those things start to come at you that are negative, that are not serving you, instead of feeding into that, just stop yourself. Just stop. And tell yourself, I'm not going to go there, or I'm not going to listen to that, and change your focus and change your mind. So this last little statement down here, get crazy to stop the negative, the force, the lack of energy that is being fed to us every day. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Don't feed into that energy. Okay, I'm going to stop my slideshow because I do want to share with you guys 2 more things that we've talked about before. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to get back over here. Okay, there we go. Switching through. We've talked about the launch guide before, but this is a brand new kind of modified launch guide that was created specifically for the people going through, I guess, Deb Erickson's training, but anybody can utilize this. It's called the Proven Plan. And so I just wanted to highlight it really quick. If you want to implement this, you are more than welcome to. If you want to stick with the launch guide that LifeVantage offers, please stick with that. Do what is going to serve you the best. But I just really like this because it was simplified, honestly. It's very, very similar in the same steps that you do to do your business, to launch your business, to keep your business going on a day-to-day routine. But this is called the Proven Plan, and it's how to successfully start your business. And the first one is to plug into the system. And when the system is to get a pack. We all know that when we are products of the products, we're able to have testimonies, we're able to experience the products, and then we're able to share that. Register for the next big event. We talked about that at the beginning. There's an event happening in 2 weeks, and there's 2 ways to register for that. Schedule an upcoming team event. So if you haven't done some sort of launch presentation or something like that, whether it's in person or whether it's Zoom, get that scheduled with your upline. And then commit to the team community apps. So we've got a WhatsApp feed, we have the Facebook feeds, we've got these Monday night team calls, we've got the TGA calls on Mondays as well. Those are things that you definitely want to connect and commit to. And then this is where that NeuroTool system comes in, is feeding your brain and your mind, listening to at least 2 NeuroTools a day, so that we're able to create a better mindset, but also get our mind and our body in that flow mode instead of that force mode. And then the ITT system. And this is a great way that we can just write down who we've talked to, what we've put them through, and commit to doing about 15 of those ITTs throughout the month. So that is that. Let me stop screen sharing so I can come back to you guys. Awesome. I'm going to open up the chat so I can read a little bit more. Does anybody have any questions or want to comment on anything? You're welcome to unmute for a second if you want.
Hey, Jenny. Sorry, I'm not on camera, but I love the talk tonight. Just really good reminders to kind of one of the things, when you're talking about the stop sign is the thoughts when they come in. So I always have the image or the visualization of taking those thoughts captive. So when something negative comes in, I just like grab it. I just sort of envision myself just like grabbing it, taking it captive and kicking it out. But anyway, I just thought the whole message was really great. And that last Proven Plan sheet that you had up, is there any way you can upload that to the files in Team Fireball?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a PDF? Okay, that'd be great. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing.
Jenny, that was really, really great. We have a thing at work when you come into like our little offices, because for you that don't know me, I'm an emergency vet, so it's been a really stressful years with COVID. But we have a thing on there as you walk in the door. They're like, think of 2 positive things right now. So it's like the first thing you do when you walk in the beginning, it's 7 a.m. your shift, you've got 5 things waiting on. You're like, 2 positive things, and you just get out there and you say it, and then you move on with your day, and it just gives you that positive energy. So just kind of starting off on the right side of the bed for sure.
I love that. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Jean, and it's so good to see you on here. But yeah, if we, and that's one of the things with the NeuroTools that Deb talks about all the time is, like do one in the morning, do one in the middle of the day, and do one at night, because then you're feeding your brain, you're bringing those things in all day long, and that's one of the first things that you do, and then one of the last things that you do at night. And it's that reprogramming of our mind, that subconscious, that after a while, it's just practice. It comes natural in our day-to-day life. So yeah, thank you. I love it.
Uh, um, Thank you. I just want to say, just wanting to be in a flow of kind of whatever you're doing, and it's not always this way. Obviously, there's times where it's very much not, but um, this last week, I was just like, I'm just gonna go through my my contacts, and I'll just start calling people, which I haven't done for a while. And I talked to a lot of interesting people. But it's so interesting when you're in this place of like whatever it is, I'm just accepting. I'm not upset if someone doesn't want to talk about nutrigenomics or whatever, but just being in the flow of whatever is going on. So it's been really neat because it's bringing some really interesting things in my life, and really positive people. I don't know exactly what is happening, but it's like just feeling like I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to embrace this and not be like, this isn't what I wanted, or this isn't what I planned, or, and you just be in the flow of, I'm just ready, I'm willing, I'm accepting, and just keeping that positive mind flow, like on, with Deb and also, but just the positive mindset changes everything.
Absolutely, sunshine. Like it's not just all about like our business, or it's not just all about like talking to people about Nerf 2 activation. Because when we open ourselves up to when we open ourselves up to everything. So it's not just opening up ourselves to the business or to the people coming into our business. We're opening ourselves up to life. And you never know what will transpire from a conversation that you have with somebody or meeting somebody new that you don't even talk to them about LifeVantage or that at the beginning. It's all about building connections, building relationships, and just being open to the process of where it's going to go. And I think that's really where that flow comes into it, and the shift happens. And honestly, people are going to start noticing that in you. They're going to notice the change in you, and then they're going to start asking you questions about like, what are you doing? Or like they're just going to naturally want to be drawn to you. So I love that. Thank you, Sunshine, for sharing that.
Mhm.
Hey, I just wanted to comment. I know we kind of went back and forth on Marco Polo, but since then I've been thinking about it all day. And I just love that, that concept of if it's to be, it's up to me. Um, sometimes we just are like, oh, I don't feel like doing this, but I'm going to make it happen. And then it's just miserable and it's awkward and it's like not fun and you don't want to do it again, But if you look at it more of taking ownership of your mindset, your energy, your focus, like if it's up to me, or if it's to be, it's up to my focus, my energy, my mindset. So instead of like making the thing happen, it's more elevating yourself and working on yourself, and then everything else falls into place. And so I just love that. I can see how you're gonna transition and move from that state of forcing to a state of flow. And so I don't know, I've been thinking about it just throughout the day, how when you get stuck and you don't feel like doing something and you don't want to, if you just make yourself do it, sometimes it ends well. But most of the time, if you don't, work on your mindset and your energy, and then it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to go very well. So I really like that. And it was just another huge reminder that our mindset affects the energy that we put out there, and that it's us we have to focus on, and being the best version of us when we go out and just share with the world in whatever way that happens to happen that day. So thank you, Jenny. That was such a good call.
Oh, thanks, Alice. Yeah, I love that you commented on that. And I love your take on that too, because yeah, if we force something to make something happen, there might be some good in that. But like ultimately, what really is good coming out of it, because yeah, it's a force mode.
Yeah.
So I love
The
that.
like the posture's not there, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. All right, you guys. Well, it is right at the half an hour. We've gone our 30 minutes. So I just want to thank you guys all for joining me on the call. And you guys have a wonderful week. And we'll see you next week on Monday Night Call. Good night.